It's the lesson with Mr. Clark on Lake Effect Radio.
You gonna learn today. You gonna learn today. Alright, alright, alright.
Hey people out there in radio land, this is Mr. Clark back with another episode of The Lesson. We're at episode 10, can you believe it? We made it 10 weeks strong, that's right. No stops, no pit breaks. This week, our teachable moment, I'm actually going to start off with it. I thought I was going to have to switch it around because I wasn't sure if I really wanted to talk about this or how I was going to talk about it, but I figured it out. So this week's teachable moment, not really a moment, it's just a lesson. This is not really nothing in the news that relates to it, but we can relate this to a lot of things. The proverb of being aware of the low-hanging fruit. So not only is it a proverb, it's an economic term. And basically in economics, being aware of the low-hanging fruit is the easy customers. So basically you sell your product to the people who are most accessible and who are most interested in what you have to offer. So they're easy, but there's only so many of them. So eventually you'll have to put in more effort into what you're doing or what you're creating in order to get those higher fruit. Boom, that's economics. But that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about the proverb. So you want to be aware of the low-hanging fruit. So what that basically means is the things that are usually easy to get aren't necessarily the most valuable. And if it's easy to get, it usually comes with some type of catch, I guess would be the word I would want to use today. So, and I want you to know that I actually got this from watching an episode of The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God was interviewing someone. Oh, I don't remember his name. It was like Nashad Rashid or something like that. I'm so bad at this. He's the director of Hidden Colors. So basically, he dropped that proverb on me, and I was like, "Ooh, that's deep. I should talk about that on the show." So, why am I talking about this? Because I feel like a lot of people are doing things just because it's easy and not necessarily putting the work in. And that can cause a lot of issues in your life. Let's say, for instance, in relationships, that guy or that girl who was super easy to pull at the club, yeah, that's cool, but it's probably because they broke or they're friendly. That's what I call it. Like, I told my friend, I was like, why you want to mess with him? He look friendly. She's like, what that mean? I'm like, it look like he be all up in a lot of different folks' face and you might have to share. So that's what friendly mean. So yeah, it was easy to catch him, maybe get some money out of him, date him, but it comes with a catch. You mess around with an STD, that low-hanging fruit. Careers. Okay, it was easy to get that job, but it probably don't pay that much. There's not a lot of growth in that job. So just always be aware. Things that are easy to get are usually not worth having, and things that's worth having usually aren't easy to get. Now I know you're thinking, doesn't this relate to last week's topic where I talked about everything that glitters is the gold? No, because things that are gold and glittery can sometimes often be hard to get, but once you actually have them, they're not worth it. But this is totally different. That's saying if you know it's easy, then it probably ain't worth having. Probably being the operative word. Some things that are easy are worth having. Just want you to keep that in mind. And the last component was concepts, right? So oftentimes we look in the news and we look at albums. So you know I'm going to relate this back to B because Lemonade is still popping on the charts. Of course, it's not even a week. What am I even talking about? Anyways, a lot of people are taking that album at face value. And I have to admit myself, I was more caught up in the juicy, ooh, she's cheating. But if you really take a deeper look and separate the music from the visuals, because oftentimes they're not necessarily relating to the same thing, you find deeper meaning. So I'm going to encourage everybody to take a deeper look at the album and kind of read into it further. She drops a lot of knowledge and a lot of history that I didn't necessarily even know. So it's crazy. I also want you guys to be aware of the news. I realize that a lot of the stuff that we talking about right now is really a distraction from bigger issues that we should be paying attention to. Do you guys know that there are currently 2 nuclear plants leaking radiation right now? But we worried about who using what bathroom. Ain't nobody ever got cancer from that. Anyways, that's kind of my lesson. Think on it further. If you've caught some low-hanging fruit and come to find out that it didn't taste too good, drop me an email at askthelesson@gmail.com and tell me about it. So maybe you can be